with Anne Burrell. And what are we making today?
Well, I've got a little fig, a little stuffed fig with goat cheese, and then we give it a little drops of delightful balsamic vinegar and a couple sprinky dinks of crushed red pepper, and then we wrap the whole thing in kind of like a prosciutto hug, and then we nestle it onto an arugula salad with some red onions and pomegranate seeds.
Sounds delicious.
So we just cut our figs in half. We make a little, little hole in there and just drop a couple drops of balsamic in there. And then we have a little tangy goat cheese, so creamy, tangy, and then you get this sweet fig and the sour vinegar. Put that on there. Look at that.
So if you didn't have a piping bag, you could just take a Ziploc and cut the edge off and kind of...
You could do that, or you know what? You could just take some goat cheese and just squish it in there. Really, I mean...
Another secret of Restaurant Chef, and you've got to watch the new season coming out.
Starting January 8th, it's season 7. I can't believe it's been that long
Sharing
already.
lots of fun secrets and lots of good food.
So look at this. We're giving this a little, like, as I said, prosciutto hug. This is also a great thing to do, like, you know what, to have kids help you, because there's no real cutting here. There's no, and it's, they get to just wrap stuff up. And then if you don't have a grill or a grill pan, you can just toss these guys in the oven. It's about like warming them up and getting
easy.
Yes.
And so what do you put, 350, put it in for a little while?
Exactly, until you see the prosciutto start to crisp up and the fig is nice and soft and the goat cheese is all melty. And the beauty of this is you can totally wrap your figs ahead.
Right, and keep them in the fridge on a tray and use them later.
Exactly, and if you just wanted to serve them like this for a little hors d'oeuvre, you can totally rock that out also.
So Anne, on Worst Cooks, what is the worst thing you've seen someone do?
Well, I have to say, on the premiere episode of this season, there was an adorable girl named Chelsea, but she took some chicken and she crusted it with cayenne pepper. And then
that does not sound tasty.
She tossed it in a saute pan with no oil in there.
So
it burned, but it also like created this almost like mustard gas in the kitchen where everybody in the kitchen was coughing. Even all the crew and camera guys were coughing. And I was like trying to talk about it. It was like everyone's eyes were burning, and it was just, I was like, I've never seen one person like cripple an entire kitchen before. It was hilarious. So I have a little baby arugula here. I'm gonna toss in here. Why don't you give me a little sprinkle of pomegranate seeds too? I'm crazy for pomegranates.
My favorite way to open a pomegranate, meat mallet. Cut it open in half, just hammer it with the meat mallet, let them all fall out. How do you get all your pomegranate seeds out of your pomegranate?
One of my line cooks in one of my restaurants taught me a way to do it, where you kind of cut a star around the top and you pull the top off and then it kind of like breaks open.
It falls open.
It really does.
Good technique.
And it's kind of fun to do that way. So look at, we're just tossing this really lightly with some extra virgin olive oil, a little more balsamic, and then we put it right in the middle of a plate till it looks really pretty, and we let those seeds sprinkle everywhere.
So Anne, 2 shows and another big thing coming up this year.
I've got a book coming out, my first book, and it's called Cook Like a Rock Star. But it's all about, if chefs are the new rock stars. Like, I want people to be their own rock stars, the rock stars of their own kitchen. It's about empowerment. Like, make cooking entertainment just as much as dinner is. Get your family involved, cook from scratch, make good food, and just, own it and have fun with it.
That's totally true. Great stuff. We're looking forward to getting a copy of that. So are we having a bite?
Well, here, please, you go ahead and you have a fig.
The hostess with the mostest wants me to eat first.
That's the way I roll. You tell me.
Delicious.
Did I do a good job? So this is
amazing job.
Yay.
Really creamy, salty, a little bit. I got a little tiny bit of pomegranate in there too. Lots of amazing flavors, all bursting out.
Perfect. So this is a great appetizer to do before dinner. Like I have a little seared rack of lamb with a pistachio and green olive tapenade, and of course roasted Brussels sprouts and cauliflower. And then what a better way to finish up a holiday dinner but with a molten chocolate cake and some crunched up candy canes. Yay, that just says holidays.
That says holiday. There we go. Thanks so much, Anne, for having us.
So my pleasure. Thanks for coming.
For the recipe, Q&A, photos, and more, visit BehindTheBurner.com.